Hey, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to take a few minutes to invite you to come up to Sunday school and church today. As you can see, we're in a different setting. We had to move out of the barn because the air conditioner went out. And you can only imagine how warm it is in that metal building with no air conditioning. So we moved back into the house that we're remodeling. But you know what? I think that's probably a really good thing because when we're here, we're working. When we were at the barn, we were not here working. So it's a great thing. I just want to mention some things real quickly in prayer for some of our people that we love so much. And, he has said, take me off the prayer list, but it doesn't matter. I want you to continue to pray for Clint and his shoulder surgery. And, he's very strong and brave and diligent. But, Clint, we still want to pray for you for healing for that shoulder. And Ed Rodybush is going to have his kidney stone blasted. Finally, we've had this canceled. That's how they do it now. They set you up, they cancel you. He's going to have that Wednesday the 4th. Jennifer is going to have surgery on her gallbladder on Thursday the 5th. And I would just ask that you would go to the Lord in prayer about them. Also, and I'm not real sure I was supposed to talk about it online, but someone very, very dear to Lake Eufaula Christian Church has found out this past week that she has cancer. And so I just pray that unknown prayer. Would you do that for that person who has just discovered that she has breast cancer? And we're just going to lift her up, and the Lord's going to bless her. I just know it. And Ramona has had such great faith, and she's had such great healing, and she's getting ready to find out just very soon how much and when the surgery is going to be. That will be the final step in taking care of this stage 3 breast cancer that she has experienced for a very long time here. And she has done some remarkable things. She's a very brave woman. We're so proud of her. But the Lord's taking care of her. And, those are things sometimes that it's just really hard, guys. It's really hard to have that kind of faith, that that He's got you and He's going to take care of you. But it's the truth. And He is, and He will, and He does. And He is our God, and Jesus Christ is your Savior, and He will take care of you, and He will get you through those terrible, rough spots. Something I was thinking about this morning, we're going to be talking, we're going to be in Matthew 21 again, and we're getting to the part where the scribes and Pharisees, the Jewish leaders, are questioning Jesus about His authority and some of the things that He's been doing. But let me take you back to last week, where Jesus cursed the fig tree. And He took a moment, like a time out. Let's show the disciples that if you have great faith, that you can do anything. And this is in Matthew 21:21. And He says to His disciples, after He's cursed this fig tree, and now it's shriveled up, and they're just in awe because this has happened. And then He says, if you have faith and you don't doubt, you can do things like this and much more. You can even do more. You can say to this mountain, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and it will happen. Well, guys, and I was telling the class last week, don't expect to go out here and talk to one of the hills around Lake Eufaula and ask it to be lifted up and thrown into Lake Eufaula and expect it to happen even though you have great faith, because what He's doing here is He's making an example. And let me take you back to something just to kind of clarify this. If you would look back in Zechariah 4:7, this is where Zerubbabel has gone back to Jerusalem. Jerusalem, the city, has been completely annihilated and torn down. Zerubbabel is a servant in the courts of the king of Persia. And he has been asking, can I go back to my Jerusalem? Well, there's nothing there. There's just some vagrant people, and there's no wall. So that all the bandits are coming down, and the few people that are just squatters that are in there, that they're just taking everything from them. And it's just like raiders. They don't have any way to keep out the bad people that would hurt them and harm them and kill them and take everything that they have. And Zerubbabel feels really bad about that, even though he's been in captivity his entire life. All he knows is these were my people, this was my land, and I want to go back there and I want to help. So he decides that he really wants to do that, and he asks the king if he can do that. And the king loves him so much because he's been such a faithful servant that he grants him that. And he sends him back with helpers, and he sends him back with monies so that he can buy materials, and he helps him with things. But when he gets there, guys, I just want you to picture it. Jerusalem has been this awesome, incredible city. It's had this beautiful temple that was built there to honor God. And now everything is just in rubble, and the gates are burned up, and the walls are torn down, and it just looks hopeless, just like so many times in our lives when with our jobs or our families, with our health, that things look hopeless. Now, guys, this is what is said in Zechariah 4:7. Before you can see, okay, what are you? This is when they're standing there looking out at this just desecrated city. Zechariah says, "What are you, mighty mountain? Before Zerubbabel, you will become a plain." So in other words, it's a monumental task to do this, to rebuild the city, to rebuild the wall, even to rebuild the gates. But what are you? This is the mountain that they're looking at. The mountain is the rebuilding. It's huge. It's like it can't be done. No one can do this. But Zechariah says, but before Zerubbabel, of course Zerubbabel representing God, great mountain, you're just going to become a plain. What's the mountain in your life, guys? We all have a mountain. We all face things that we think are insurmountable. We all face things that we think can't be done. We just have to have that kind of faith that Jesus talked about. He says, and he tells us in another part of Matthew, if you just have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Guys, you can move mountains. Grow your faith. Stay close to him. Read his word. Talk to him. Pray. That's how you grow your faith. I love you guys. I'll see you at church. Today's going to be a great day. We're having a congregational meeting. We're having a family dinner back in our family center area. We haven't done that since the onset of COVID. It's a great day. Jeremy's going to have a great sermon, and the women are going to have an activity after all that's going to be fun. We're going to paint. Art paint. So, fantastic Sunday. Look forward to seeing you. Don't forget, whatever your mountain is, you can make it into a plain with God's help and with another faith. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.